Hey everyone, we are Always Olivia.
And I'm Thomas Linsk.
And I'm Annie Aiello, and you're watching Around the Piano. If you enjoyed today's episode,
please make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Welcome back, everybody. Cappuccino here behind the scenes of another great episode of Around the Piano at 216 Creator Studios. Listen, if you like what you see here today, go to the old Google box on YouTube, 216 Creator Studios. Like, share, subscribe, ding that bell for the future notifications. We always appreciate the support. Tim Paul is in the house. Tim, how are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. Drew, how you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Not too bad. How is piano trends kicking along these days? It's a hot summer.
It's a very hot summer, but we got cool music in the store.
Well,
yeah, it's working out really well. Yeah. We're doing great. We got a lot of families that are signing up for the fall band rentals already.
Yeah,
they
that's coming around the corner
ahead of time.
Yeah.
The school starts earlier than it used to in our day. Kids are back in mid-August. Summer band and marching band things start, so people are getting their instruments now. So it's been cool. In fact, we've had a couple of kids coming in getting instruments for college, renting them for the marching band season at school.
Marching band season is in August right now.
It is,
it's kicking off with a lot of the schools, the local schools.
So I feel for them because it's hot out there.
Well, then let me put on the old radio voice and say pianotrends.com. Listen, if you are joining a band or a school band, feel free to come in. There are special packages, lease to own instruments, get the book, come and do some lessons. We do lessons here as well. Even get to see the studio once in a while. Isn't that right, Tim?
Absolutely. No, come on in. You can take a turn around the studio. We'll even record you if you want to come in and do a little recording.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
For you piano guys, listen, we have plenty of pianos. If you're looking to get a piano, feel free. It's buy one, get one at regular price. Isn't that
exactly right? Yeah. And sometimes we'll throw a third one in for a little bit more.
Great deal.
You can stack them on top of each other. It'd be kind of cool. Buy two. Get a free picture frame from Tim Paul. Just mention 216 Creator Studios. Tim, who do we got today, bud?
Hey, I'm excited about today's show because it involves the Rouse Center, which of course we have a very vested interest in. Big fan there. And we've got Miss Annie Aiello. Did I say it right?
Annie Aiello.
Yeah.
Just say it fast.
Aiello.
I don't know why.
There we go. Yeah.
Got it.
She's a Paisan.
She is.
Yeah.
And Thomas Linsk.
That's good enough.
That was good. Close enough.
Half Paisan.
Half Paisan.
There's only two types of people. Italians and
my
people
mother
who
is
wanna
kind
be.
of
I mean,
cool.
come on.
There you go.
That's easier to say.
It is for you to say, maybe. Yeah. But Annie, you are Olivia Newton-John in a tribute show that you've been doing for a little while now, and the show's called Always Olivia.
That's right.
You're going to be at the Rouse Center on August 15th.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great show. You've been there before. Great reception. Yeah.
Returning.
So we're going to talk about that today. But first, why don't you two, I like you both to maybe give me a little background on your history, your music history, your life a little bit.
Yeah.
Introduce our audience a little bit.
Well, I grew up in the burbs of Chicago. I grew up in Arlington Heights. I'm the youngest of 6 kids and ended up being the artist in a big Italian-Irish family. Most of my siblings are like, smarty pant, doctor, lawyers, all that. And here I am, the artist in the group. And my father had no idea what to do with me. But anyway, he came home with an Olivia album. I was probably 8, 9, 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It was Have You Never Been Mellow? And I became a quick fan of Olivia's and just, admired her as a young kid and followed her music most of my life. I got made fun of, at certain points in my life for being a big Olivia fan, but I've always been, a fan of hers. Was at the Let's Get Physical 1982 tour and, wore the T-shirt in my 8th grade cafeteria, and it was the whole 9 yards. And of course, Grease was a big thing. And anyway, as she got older, I became a huge fan of just her. The woman she became as an advocate for cancer wellness and research. Cancer's hit my family significantly both my parents have passed now due to cancer. I had a brother-in-law who passed away of a brain tumor at 53, and my aunt, glioblastoma. So real big, impact. And just to watch Olivia bravely, boldly advocate for, cancer research, wellness, all of that has been a big part of what we do. So a portion of the proceeds of every show we do goes back to benefit that. And I invited my friend here, Mr. Tom, because not only I think is there just a lot of heart and soul. And I produce this show with a dear friend of mine named Lisa McClowry, who has a show in Vegas, a share show that she's done. And we studied hard how she's done her show. But, we have Vegas people that put our costumes together. We have some of the best musicians in Chicago that have built the tracks around what we do. And of course we perform live. So I invited Tom here because he deserves to be acknowledged for just his musicianship. He's my male vocalist on the stage. He's my John Travolta, and we call our Danny Zuko, and we just have a lot of fun. We are a family on the road. We've really grown to love one another, and I'm just so proud of the musicianship behind this show. Just quality all around. So
well, and you've created quite a show, because I know you're traveling throughout the country now. Yeah. And like you said, you've put it together, you've taken it seriously, and you're doing the real thing. So it's excellent, and you're true to the music. Yes. And I think that makes a big difference with tribute shows, because there's a lot of tribute artists out there that just sing the songs.
Right.
And that's not the same thing. I mean, it's fun, the music, but you guys put on a show, so you almost can feel Olivia's presence, so to speak.
No, I mean, I'll just tell you a quick story. Back in 2018 rather, Olivia was diagnosed with cancer for the 3rd time. I saw her in concert at the Genesee Theater with my best friend growing up, who was also a fan. Olivia sang "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." It was her last song. It was just absolutely stunning, with just piano and her voice. Her voice was stellar. I mean, she was 68. I don't know, something along those lines, and just stellar. Walked out of there as a musician, as a vocalist locally here, and I thought, man, I got to do something about that, but I have no idea. And it's humbling. It's humbling to think, oh yeah, hey, I could probably replicate what she's doing. I mean, she's, a multi-talented and awarded, musician and vocalist, Grammys, 4 Grammys. Anyway, so
large shoes to fill.
Yeah, right? Large shoes to fill. Thank you. Yeah. So, to even think, hey, I could maybe do this was a big step in and of itself. But we studied, and Tom and I met early on and said, hey, I really want to do the arrangements as Olivia did it live in her concert. So like our country medley is exactly as she did it. We came up with our own Grease medley, but we do it a lot of the songs, the exact same arrangements as she did. So, yeah. That's
really awesome. And I know Tom is the John Travolta.
Yes, he is.
So when you do your Grease segment, you got the dance moves,
The appearance is like
it's why we hired
candy,
him.
Right?
Yeah,
we look so much alike. I've got the Barry Manilow nose. I look just like him.
Well, that's Tom. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, let's see. I'm an identical twin. I was born in Philadelphia, but we moved to Vegas when I was 7. Started playing piano at 7. My dad was self-taught. Sat on his lap. Loved it. I mean, there's always music in the house.
Sure.
Played organ, accordion, piano. Loved show tunes, jazz, Ella Fitzgerald, Sinatra, all the classics. And started teaching me, and it just I feel this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I understood it, and you couldn't get me away from the piano. And then I've been blessed to study with 3 great teachers. And I went on to, I love jazz. I knew I was never going to be a concert pianist, I'm
right.
It's not my thing. I liked jazz because you can put your own 2 cents and your own sensibilities, create on the spot. Attracted me, and
there's no mistakes in jazz either. It's all improvising.
As Duke Ellington said, there's only wrong resolutions.
That's right.
I also like when they said, "What's your favorite music?" He said, "Good music." So I thought that was great, right? Not jazz. I'm the same way. I like everything. My show tunes. I knew what show tunes and jazz were. Sinatra tunes way before I knew what Steely Dan or all the stuff. Rush. I'm going to go see Rush next week. I'm excited about. But
and you play in other bands as well.
Yeah.
Right?
So I have my own Billy Joel tribute band called Mulberry Street.
Yeah.
And about 11 years now. And we also tour around too. We do like the festivals and theaters and kind of the same thing. And actually similar, same band. I mean, minus, well, not exactly, but a lot of the same players in Andy's band are in my band. Yeah. So went to school for music, but as you know, you learn a lot more from playing.
Sure. Absolutely.
Gigs. So 40 years of gigging. You learn a lot.
Yeah, no, I love that. Those are great answers. So when you guys are getting ready for a show, how do you get into Olivia? What do you do when you're preparing to go on stage? Do you start an hour ahead of time? Obviously, you get through sound check, you go backstage, you got to get into the mind frame. I'm Olivia Newton-John tonight.
Yeah, I do that. I look in the mirror and I say, I'm Olivia Newton. And then I put on the wig. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'll tell you a funny story about that because that was probably the biggest thing I had to overcome. I really refused wanting to wear wigs and the whole 9 yards. But I was thinking, as I was building the show, how do you represent all the different eras of Olivia, right? Like a lot of people forget about the country era in the early 70s when she came over from.
That's my favorite era.
Oh, mine too.
Yeah.
And when she came over from Australia and totally blew away all the, she won Female Country Music Artist of the Year in the 70s. So there was that era, and then, Grease, and then Physical. And so very iconic moments in her life that you're trying to tell a story a bit. And the way our show is laid out, there's a first person sort of biographical component that's part of the show that I went into the studio, recorded in an Australian accent as best as I could. I had friends who were Aussies that helped me navigate that. But I couldn't do it live. I was like, I gotta prepare and plan for this and rehearse for it. But the wig part of it was my biggest challenge. And so I remember being backstage at our first show at the Belfry in Wisconsin, and I literally was having almost an anxiety attack because I was like, I cannot believe I'm a serious artist, and I'm gonna go out there in a wig and pretend to be Olivia Newton-John. Like, what is happening? So I was very, very nervous about it. And once I got out there and I realized that the audience received it well, I literally was envisioning like tomatoes being thrown at me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? I guess I could make some good pasta sauce from it right through. But I was like, I don't know if they're going to take me seriously. But the more I've embraced it, and people love it. It's so fun. It's whimsical. It's a whimsical show. It's, Olivia's known for her ballads, but there's so many fun components in the show, and we engage the audience, and Tom's such a big part of it, and the band really helps me. But to answer your question, these guys all dress up, they're all swanky and cool. And I had to go to Vegas, and I learned from my friend Lisa. She introduced me to one of the costume designers that actually outfitted Olivia when Olivia had a Vegas show. So what was crazy is I met this woman, and from afar. She had never met me in person. It was just on Zoom. And she went out and bought clothes for me, and they fit me like a glove. It was crazy. But she knew exactly what Olivia would have worn. And so helped me put together all the iconic costumes. And then we had one gentleman on the opening costume design. He was the understudy to Bob Mackie, who put together Cher shows and Carol Burnett and all those. So he did my first and opening number for the Xanadu stuff, and fairly iconic outfit that Olivia used to wear. So we really tried to take this pretty seriously. And it looks like as you developed those connections, that helped you authenticate everything you were doing on stage. Yeah, for sure. And studying a lot of how she moves, studying how she walks, how she, Olivia's I'm short, I'm 5'2". I say I'm 5'6" with 3-inch heels, but she's very. So was Drew. She's just taller, and she's just more lanky and lean. And so to try to navigate that on stage and try to also bring out my own self. And it's an interesting dynamic to be myself on stage and try to integrate this first person narrative. So that's why I did the video part of it. Sure. But these guys really help be that thread, and their musicianship is just so amazing. that when I'm not on stage and I'm having to go back and change clothes, they're the ones that are keeping it together. So we
Sure.
have really engaging video, but the music is just really over the top.
I think what I've always loved about Olivia the most is the fact that you couldn't pigeonhole her into one genre of music. She was not just country.
Right.
You know, she went from the country, but she also did, you know, the things like from Physical,
Mm-hmm.
and then the movies Grease, and then Xanadu's a completely different animal altogether.
Yeah. I will say the soundtracks were way better, way more successful than the movies themselves.
Oh,
except for Grease.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you got to dance with Gene Kelly too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's been a fun journey. I mean, I've tried not wearing wigs because it's just still a thing for me. But you know, when it's really hot out and we're outside, like we've got a festival coming up in September, Melrose, you'll appreciate that, Drew.
Oh, nice.
Melrose Park Music Festival in September. I probably won't wear them because I'll sweat. I'll sweat.
You got to do it for the Grease segment though.
I can curl my hair enough to pull it off.
To pull it off. Well, excellent. So what's in the performance that you've done so far, I always like to ask the question, if you've got a moment that you remember there was an audience reaction that, ooh, I want to remember
I'll
that
let Tom
forever.
talk to that first,
Yeah.
and then I'll go.
I remember the one in Pennsylvania, New Hope, which was great. If you ever been out there, it's like 45 minutes outside of Philly, Buckstown. Just the way the people were coming up to her, well, and all of us, but you know how great they loved the show and how much it meant. And what was the one place where we went where the guy followed you to places and he saw Olivia, and oh my God, they were almost in tears.
Yeah.
And you know, to see the joy that she brings to, you know, people that love Olivia.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It is. It is. And how about you, Annie?
Yeah, you know, I think I mean Tom's right. I mean, we've had people. So we were in Shipshewana, Indiana, at the Blue Gate Theater, and we had two people that came up and had seen Olivia and were really emotional about it. And you know, they've given us. I've gotten Xanadu shirts and people that just want to give us gifts because. You know, it's just their way of
sure.
showing appreciation. And I think that was the thing is, you know, I think with, I would like to not, well, it's a tribute, you know, I'm not trying to be an impersonator. I'm really trying to give it a tribute. And so there are these threads of conversation about what Olivia meant to me in my life. And so I think people can relate to that as they kind of think about their own lives. And, you know, the fact that she's gone and not here anymore, I think, is what makes it somewhat more emotional, and that emotional connection. I think when I met Jim Brickman and had a chance to sing with him, and when he heard me sing, you know, Change of Heart, it does evoke a sense of emotion because her music was so beautiful and she was just a beautiful person. And so to try to evoke that and to try to bring that to people, it's a big responsibility. As Drew said, it's you know, you're filling a lot of shoes, big shoes. I'm not trying to be her. I'm trying to really just bring
show
the best
to
music representation possible. And I think we are doing that, and you know, thanks to this amazing band and the force behind it. And what's been really cool is as of late, like I'm going to be going to Australia later this year to meet with some of Olivia's family. I've had a chance to work with some folks that Olivia wrote with. Her niece Toddy, who's now representing the ONJ Cancer Center, her daughter Chloe Latanzi, her music director Dane Bryant. So we've been.
What about Amy?
Amy Sky, yeah, Amy Sky wrote Grace and Gratitude, which we do on our show, and Amy Sky, we ended up writing a song together that we hope, fingers crossed, ends up on Olivia's documentary coming out this year. So,
oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned Jim Brickman. Tell us, everybody, the whole story about the Jim Brickman, how that came to pass. You got to sing with him, and you were the only person other than Olivia to sing this song.
Yeah, that was so Jim Brickman was playing in Chicago. I went and saw him at the Skokie Theater, and a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, introduced us. And so he was interested in what we were doing, and was really just truly, genuinely approachable and kind, and said, hey, you know, if we can help you at all, you know, with the show, let us know. And he was just coming out with a brand new song that he had written for Olivia. And the proceeds of that song went to benefit her cancer center. But so he invited me to come and sing with him as he came through town at in Des Plaines. And he said, hey, can you do this one song called Change of Heart? And it's a song that he and Olivia wrote. I don't remember exactly the year. I want to say it was early 2000s. And so they recorded this song live at a show. And as they were recording this song, one of the piano strings broke. And he said he's never really broken a piano string live, except for maybe one other time in his whole career. And so, they had to stop the recording and stop the show, and they had to get out and change the piano string, and they giggled about it, and it was just kind of one of those moments that you remember, So anyway, fast forward, here I am this last February, and Jim Brickman invites me out, and he's got his friend John Trones who's with us, and I get out and I sing the song on stage, and the piano string breaks again, and that song, the only other time he'd ever played it live, and the piano string broke again. So it was a little bit eerie. Like, we thought, well, maybe Olivia's with us here. And so I asked to keep the piano string. So I'm keeping it, and I'm going to frame it. And
that's awesome.
So
I love
maybe
that.
A little bit of a haunting, a good haunting, but nonetheless.
Make a bracelet out of it.
Maybe.
There you go. You could do that.
Yeah.
Or earrings. Something. Yeah.
Real quick, I want to mention that QR code that's above Tim's head. That'll bring you right to the Rouse Center for the Arts. If you're looking to go see Always Olivia, let it bring you right there. Go ahead and get your tickets. That is going to be for Saturday, August 15th. They're going fast, folks. So
they are selling.
Click on that QR. Also, I believe there's another QR code that's going to bring you right, and the link below, mind you, will bring you right to the Rouse Center as well as their website. If you hit that QR code now, the blue one that's above Tim's head, that'll bring you right to their website if you want to check out a little bit more on what they're doing with Olivia and the fantastic sounds of the band.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, we were there the last time you put it, the Rouse, which is a couple years ago now, or was it last year? I'm trying to remember.
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. And that was a great show. I remember you dancing. That was one of the highlights.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
My backflip.
Tom, so I don't know if you ever heard of Cliff Richard, but Olivia in Xanadu, John Farah wrote the song Suddenly, and Tom does such a good job. I mean, he's not only is he a phenomenal piano player, but his voice is just amazing. And,
it is.
we travel with our band everywhere we go. So, we could have easily saved money, if you will, when we travel, and hired locally, like a lot of artists do. They go and hire the bands locally to save on money, but we're such a tight band, and I don't want to compromise quality. So, they'll come with us to every show we do, and Tom just does such a great job. And so, it's just one of those things when you can really lean into the strengths of we're a team, and
it keeps the show authentic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it keeps it exceptional. And they make me look good.
You make her look good.
Well, there you go. That's our job. It's an easy job.
So what's your favorite Olivia song of all time?
Tom, you go first.
Peter, I honestly love you, Peter Allen. I love that one. I like the 70s stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm born in the 60s, child of the 70s. So the stuff I remember, I'd say I honestly love you. Have you ever been mellow? All the 70s stuff.
I tend to agree with you. How about you, Annie?
Yeah. That's a really hard one because I have a few. I named my daughter. So when I gave birth to my daughter, I wanted to name her Olivia, but the year that she was going to be born, that name, it was totally obscure. But for whatever reason, that year, all these Olivias started, being born. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Literally, there was probably five Olivias on our block. So I was like, no, not going to happen. So I was like, well, all right, I gotta do something. And so I named her after one of my favorite songs of Olivia's called Sam.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a 70s tune.
That's a good
and Tom
song.
does such a nice job on piano on that. And so I dedicate that song to her every time I sing that song live. But I Honestly Love You, it was a song that Olivia sang to her mother when her mom passed. And I actually sang that to my mom when my mom was passing. And I didn't realize that story until after my mom passed. I didn't realize that Olivia had sung to her own mom when she passed. So it's just it's classic Olivia. It's just such a beautiful song. But there are a lot of obscure B-side songs that Olivia does that, like Boats Against the Current. If you're a true Olivia fan, most people wouldn't know that song. Absolutely stunning vocal, and it's just amazing. So that's one of my faves. And then probably on the pop side, I like Make a Move on Me, or I
do like seeing her in those of Olivia, the hot black pants though, from Greece. Come on, I mean, I Am a Man. That's a good one too.
Not what's the other
Hopelessly Devoted?
No, the other instrumental that we do.
I do like Hopelessly Devoted. That's
I'm forgetting the name. A lot of her Totally Hot album is great.
Yeah.
So
there are no bad Olivia songs,
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. I think they're pretty great.
Okay, how about duet songs? What's your favorite?
I
Absolutely.
like Suddenly.
Yeah.
That almost to me sounds like a Bee Gees song. It's just so.
It does.
It's very.
It does.
We do another song together that David Foster. You want to tell about David Foster's song?
Best of Me.
Take a Chance.
Oh, Take a Chance. Well, I think he did Best of Me too, and Richard Marx.
Richard Marx.
Yeah, Take a Chance. Terrible movie, but great song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. Not an easy song to sing either.
Yeah. So
you got to be rested for that.
Got to be rested for it.
Yeah.
Suddenly is my absolute favorite duet.
Yeah, I like Suddenly.
Sure.
Yeah.
I never get sick of hearing it.
Yeah.
The few songs, like, I don't know about you, that I never get sick of hearing. That's one of them. Sailing, Christopher Cross.
Yeah.
You know, they're sort of like, they're just perfect songs.
Yeah, right.
How Deep Is Your Love? You never get old. It's just such a perfect bridge over troubled water. And Suddenly, I never get tired of doing it with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Little
Yeah,
More
that's
Love. I
great.
couldn't think of that. That was the
Oh,
other one.
yeah,
A Little
yeah,
More
yeah,
Love.
yeah.
We do 2 instrumentals in our show. We've got 2 videos that kind of show some of the timelines of her career.
Okay.
And these guys do an instrumental to that stuff because vocally it's in the rafters. And I pretty much do everything in the same key except for one song I lowered, which is Have You Never Been Mellow? Because that's totally in there. I lowered it by a half step rather.
Don't tell people that.
Sorry. Okay, you can cut that part.
Nobody will ever hear that. No.
Don't show them how the cake is made.
Well, at least you're lowering the key now. A lot of artists, and I won't name any artists, but we've talked to them recently. They've lowered the key as they've gotten older and they can't quite hit those high notes anymore. So they lower the key to be able to do it. So, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Sometimes it's
it comes out better.
Olivia has
Yeah,
a physical
sometimes it
bassa. She's got a physical bassa, which is
I
really
love.
smooth. And she on stage used to call it the age appropriate version of Let's Get Physical, which I'm actually advocating for. Like, I'd love to know what people think if I should
but
literally
you've
go
never
to
done
the.
it. We do it instrumentally. You should
we
do
we
it.
should do it. Yeah. So because I literally run around in 3-inch heels.
Yeah, she does.
And Let's Get
Throwing,
Physical.
what do you call those?
Headbands. Headbands to the crowd
Oh, yeah.
And spandex.
in
She's in
spandex.
spandex. Yeah.
So it's like,
You'll be in the
do I
front
really
row.
want to do this anymore? Do I really want to do this? So
Yes, you do.
so yeah.
No, that's
And she's in the black leather outfit when she's doing Grease.
It's crazy.
So
Yeah.
come see it. That alone is worth the
there's
show.
the price of admission.
That
Yeah,
alone is
exactly.
worth coming. And the
Well,
vocals.
Well, we'll be there. You guys will probably be there.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
Most likely. So.
Bro, you can be our surrogate Danny Zuko then, because he's behind the keys during our Grease medley.
There you go.
I'd
Be
be
like,
happy to take
Cappuccino, come on up here.
Absolutely. You don't want cappuccino up there.
No, we always want
I don't want to
cappuccino.
steal. I don't want to steal a show.
I kind of want to see that,
guy,
though.
but I didn't have
Yeah.
cappuccino on your stage.
Just be ready.
Because you bring other people up on stage to dance with that.
We do.
Right.
We do. We have
Yeah.
so much fun. I mean, we really try to emphasize the Grease stuff because people just love it.
Yeah.
Maybe a good idea for Rao in a couple of years from now, if they bring us back again, would be doing like a Grease immersion experience.
Even
or something.
kids love it. Even kids know that stuff.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so it's
Oh, they
it
do.
truly is I think it's the tie between the generations is the
Mhm.
Grease part of it. So yeah, we go out to the crowd. I won't give it away, but we go out to the crowd and we
Yeah.
try to get a couple pink ladies, a couple T-birds, you know. So
That's cool.
That's going to be fun. That always is a fun part of the show. The only thing you don't do that I'm kind of disappointed in is you guys don't get into a car and fly off away into the sky.
When we're done.
When
we
you're
actually
done,
do.
you
When
do
we're
that.
pal packed up, we fly to the hotel.
but the video shows that. So
Yeah, yeah,
because we
video
have
shows
the
it. You gotta
immersive
cover it.
video part
Yeah.
of it too. So
That
Oh,
part of
that's
the
awesome.
movie really never made sense to me.
me neither.
Like what
Jim
they must have
Jacobs.
been high. I don't know like why that.
So interesting note. I did not know this. I learned this year. So Jim Jacobs is the writer of the play Grease, and he was just inducted into the Illinois Hall of Fame this past year for having written the play. So the Illinois Route 66, Hall of Fame, Music Hall of Fame, asked me and the band to come out and celebrate Jim Jacobs being honored and being celebrated as the writer of Grease.
That's exciting.
And so but I learned, so obviously John Farah, who was Olivia's producer, wrote specific songs for the movie portion of it.
yeah.
But so that part was never really part of the movie, obviously, or part of the play was flying off to Neverland. But Jim Jacobs is aware of what we're doing, and he celebrates it, and we should get him out. He's
Should
like
bring him
80
out to the
some years
show at
old.
the
He's
Row.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's absolutely shamelessly like sassy and naughty. And I mean, he wrote, if you look at the original playwright, it's
He wrote
it's
Sandra Dee.
progressive for sure. Yeah, he did. He wrote a lot of the original songs,
Yeah,
and
I like Sandra Dee. She was like,
Yeah.
I like that song.
so
That is a good song.
We had a lot of fun. We went to Volo Auto Museum,
yeah.
and we're doing a 20-part series on with them.
Awesome.
So Jim Wodalia,
Oh,
who is also the lead singer, Modern Day
Modern Day
Romeos,
Romeo.
really?
runs it there.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so we've been interviewing him, and we actually did a whole episode in the car from Greece
Oh my
because
gosh.
it's there.
It's there
It's there. Oh yeah.
in Volo.
And the story of that car
In Volo.
in Volo.
In
Oh, yeah.
Volo.
The
We need to
story
go
of
there.
that
Take a drive.
car
Yeah.
was they found it beaten up, left on the side of the road.
What?
Yep. It was like an unfinished project.
The
it
one
was
that was from the
actual car
movie?
based on the VIN and everything else. Yeah. So
Not
very-
the original beat up one.
No.
The one that's like the red
redone
shiny one.
car,
The
right?
redone,
Clear
yeah.
hood and everything.
Where he's
else.
singing Grease Lightning too.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yep, that's actually there. So
I
if
had
you want to go
no
see it,
Yeah, let's go see it.
idea.
Volo Auto
We
Museum.
should totally do that.
You know,
You need
as
a
matter
photo
of fact,
shoot.
if you get there, ask for Jim Wodalia. Maybe he'll give you the tour of it.
We'll say, hey, Cappuccino sent us.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, who's your
Cappuccino for
favorite
21
character
Sex, he'll love
besides
it.
in Grease?
I like Rizzo. I think she's kind of
Yeah.
And you know, too,
I do like Rizzo.
And I like Frenchie.
sometimes-
and Frenchie.
Frenchie.
No, I can't guarantee
Probably
this, but
Frenchie more than Rizzo.
sometimes for certain events and certain shows, they'll drive the car where you're at for your show.
Now, what we need to do is get them to bring the car to one of our shows.
Have them come to the Row.
They
that
could.
would be, I can give you
Absolutely.
some contact information.
That would be great.
Have them come to the Row. We'll do a pre-show.
That'd be awesome, right?
Let's get Rich
Yeah.
on.
It's like those Blues Brothers guys. They have the car. You ever see those guys?
Yes.
They drive the car like, okay, that's totally cool.
What
Drew,
if
seriously,
one
let's
place
have-
too? You know, we did it with the Ghostbusters Eco one. We were in the back of that. We
Where's
did
that?
The Batmobile.
That's all out there?
Oh
too?
yeah,
That's all
it's
up
that
there.
auto.
Wait, where's this at again?
Volo Auto
Oh.
Museum.
Where's that
Volo,
at?
Straight west.
Right
Oh, out
down
here.
in
Oh, I'm
Antioch.
not
Is
from
that
out here.
Antioch,
Okay.
Nico? It's like
Isn't it
Antioch.
straight west of
It's
here?
on 120.
Oh, we should
Volo.
go.
Volo.
Totally.
Okay, we need to
We
get
should
him.
do a promo.
We need to call Rich. We need to call
Richard, if you're watching, we need this car.
Get it done.
Rich. We need the
Get it
car.
done, Richard.
I'm going to bring
Come
the
on.
accordion and do the Ghostbuster song. Da, 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 da.
There
Who are
you
you
go.
going to call?
But yeah, no, so that was fun. That was a fun fact because my business
Wow.
partner Deke sat in the driver's seat as Jim sat in the passenger seat of the car and did a whole episode. And we threw clips of Grease as they talked about it and what it was all about and why. And just
I would.
really
Here's
cool.
what I'd be willing to do. I'd be before the show. I'd be willing to go out. I don't know if you want to come with me. We could go to Volo and we could film a little video clip there if he's willing. And just
Yeah.
If you can't bring
Jim's
a car
a cool
to
enough
Row,
guy that he would
we'll
do
come
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim's a good dude. You like him.
you could stand on the car.
There you go.
That I don't know if you can do. I'm not. Don't put Cappuccino's name on that one.
Yeah.
Stand on the car. You know.
Listen with the Batmobile, too.
They have the
I'm
66 Batman
Wow.
sitting there. And
I used to
I
love
got to
that
sit
show
in
as a
that.
kid, man.
Yeah.
You look at it now, you're like, God, this was campy.
Oh, well, and the
I
funny
mean-
thing about the Batmobile car was that was built in a hurry. So the phone was a toilet paper holder, and they painted it, and everything was thrown in. What a cool concept, though, because when you look at it and you sit in, I even got to wear the cowl, which almost didn't come off my fat head. But we got a couple really good episodes of that coming out. So, you guys, it's a really fun time over there. You should
I'd go. Totally.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, this is going to be fun.
I know.
Yeah. We'll have to. Maybe we can get the car and drive it on stage.
Maybe we could fly away.
I don't
at
think
the end.
Richard would go for that one though.
Yeah.
Right.
We could
I
just
have my
fly
tech
in.
call on Friday, so we've got 4 days to figure it
Yep,
out.
we do.
3 days to figure it
Yeah.
out.
We'll work on it.
We'll try.
Yeah, why not?
All I can do is give the contact.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
say. You can say, well,
She's
Cappuccino
persuasive,
said it.
this one.
Oh, yeah. I
This one's
know it. I'm
persuasive.
away,
I'm
you know.
Italian. I can.
Right. She gets her way. We know that.
Yeah.
Got it. So
Well, I don't know what else to talk about. This is pretty awesome. So, what do you guys besides the Rouse Center in August? Where else are you playing?
We are going to North Carolina 2 days prior to that,
Okay.
Littleton, North Carolina. We've got the Melrose Park thing coming up. We are headed down to Naples, Florida later this fall. We've got shows coming up in 2027 already. We'll be out in Connecticut. Where else are we going? We're going back to Florida.
I like the Florida tour. Was fun. That was a fun.
I'm trying to get I'm going to be going to the in Arizona, in Australia,
Okay.
in October. So I'm hoping that we can at least do a track show out there. In
what about
Melbourne.
NAM? You guys go to NAM out in California at all?
I have
Not
not
yet.
been there yet, but if you got any ideas, let us know.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
Definitely
absolutely.
talk to Tim. We go out there and we record all the bands. It's over 300,000 people walking around.
Yeah, yeah.
Performances in every single
Yeah.
hotel, every
Yeah.
concert, you name it, it's out there. It's a great place to go
Yeah.
perform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you've never been to a NAMM show, you got to go at least.
I've
go
always
there and
wanted to
record every
go.
year.
I've never been. Yeah.
Yeah, you would love it out there for sure. It's a candy store for musicians.
Oh,
too, so
totally. I know.
leave your pocketbook at home.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
My wife is like here now.
and then you come back and you buy it through Piano Trash.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Get that discount in a free
Yeah,
picture
that's
frame.
right.
Why not?
Yeah, I can't buy any more gear. My wife will kill me. But for the first 30-something years of marriage, it'd be like, "Is that new, hun?" No, that was in the garage. Looks new. Nah, I've had that forever. That doesn't work anymore. You know?
You got to bring
She's
it and make
sharp.
it look
I
a
know,
little
Christy.
beat
She's
up.
sharp.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
no, I can't lie anymore.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you guys for being
This
with
has
us
been
today.
really
It was
fun. Yeah,
Well,
I mean, Crystal Lake is my hometown now. I mean, my kids raised my kids here.
yeah.
Richard's been a dear friend, and just so grateful to come back. And
Your kids
Bill-
played baseball behind our store for
our
years.
kids played
Yeah,
baseball right down the street from you guys.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
yeah.
That's cool.
So thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, everybody, smile, be kind, and keep on
Come
keeping
see
on.
the show.
Absolutely.
August 15th, Rouse Center for the Arts, rousecenter.org.
Her mannerisms, her voice, just perfect.
It's like Olivia's spirit just jumped right into hers the minute she hit the stage.
Suddenly, I don't need the answers, 'cause I That show was one of the best concerts, other than seeing Olivia Newton-John herself, I have ever seen. Annie and the crew, they were perfect. I couldn't believe how much she sounded like her. It was outstanding.